3 ways to increase sales now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. I'm actually going to give you a bonus. So I'm going to give you a 4th thing today. Intention. This is the first step in our sales process. And if you talk to many people, sales coaches, sales trainers, they don't talk about intention. This is the foundation. This is paramount. Your intention determines what you say. It determines how you say it. Sales is probably one of the most important skill sets that you can have in life. And how we communicate determines how we influence. The words we use, 7%, okay, 7%. The tone of the words we use, 38%, okay? And then body language, 55%. When you bring all of these together, you will influence because you are communicating in such a way where you get people's attention and they get and understand what you're saying. People's attention span are less than that of a goldfish, which is 9 seconds, I believe. Chaz, that intention sounds good, but I need to make some sales. I actually had someone that came into an audio room, came on stage and said that. He missed the point. It's all about going with the intention to serve, not sell. And when you do this, it changes what you say, and it changes, more importantly, how you say it. Gut instinct. Sometimes you just need to throw that sales process out the window and go with your gut. Authority. Think about going to a doctor's office. Now this has changed a little bit, but if you go to a doctor's office, does someone walk into a doctor's office, the patient, and say, "Doc, before we get started right now, I just want to let you know, I really don't have a budget, or if I do, it's a shoestring budget." No, the doctor's like, "What are you talking about?" The doctor is there, the doctor frame authority, the person with the stronger frame controls the conversation, okay? Not as an authoritarian, being a control freak, as an authority, all right? If you don't control the conversation, it will end up a mess for you and for your prospect. I call this the mess principle. I have every once in a while, someone will say this to me, and what I'll say is, "Why are we talking?" Seriously, why are we talking? You're in this conversation, I'm here to help you, and then you lead with shoestring budget or no budget, okay? So let's jump into my first story. Kim. Kim is very good at what she does, but she lacked sales skills and lacked a sales process. She was frustrated, and so she just tried to double down, and she watched some YouTube videos on sales, and she started doing a little bit better. But at the end of the day, she was frustrated, and she came to me and said, "Chaz, my sales cycle is 90 days. My closing percentage is," well, I found out her closing percentage by asking questions. It was around 10%. She was frustrated because she knew that she could deliver her offer, deliver her solution to solve the problems of her clients so that they can reach their goal and objective. So you may be out there and think, "Hey, yeah, that's me. I know if I talk to someone, if I get them as a client, I can serve them and help them and start to get some referrals." So Kim came to me highly frustrated, low closing percentage, long sales cycle, okay? Sales cycle is from initial conversation till the time that they pay you. Your closing percentage, I like using onboarding percentage. Your onboarding percentage is how many people do you talk to? Let's say you talk to 10 people. How many of those people that you talk to become your clients? 1, that's a 10% closing percentage or onboarding percentage, okay? So here's Kim. I've been working with her. She's been learning the mastery client acquisition blueprint, understanding sales skills. Now she is in a meeting with a corporation with decision makers. Prior to this, corporations used to yank her around. They would lower her contract price. They would put her off. And this is one of the reasons why her frustrations. So in a meeting with a corporation, she has new skills. She understands the sales process. Her attitude and her mindset is up here as opposed to down here, from just being beaten up left and right and left and right. meeting after meeting after meeting. Now, new and improved Kim is in the meeting with the decision makers in this company. It's a corporation. She uncovers the problem, all right? What it's costing them, how that problem is keeping them from reaching a goal or objective, and understood how the problem is affecting the decision makers personally. Very important. She presented her offer to them, and they responded and said, well, that price is a little bit high. Also, I really don't think we need this. Can you take this out? And there's some other items in the contract we're not going to sign if they're in there. So take these out. She recounted this beautifully to me. She said, Chaz, I was in there. I knew I wasn't going to do what I used to do because I learned from working with you to go with the intention to serve, to be the authority. And so she said, this is what I said to them. I understand you think you should take this out and this out and lower the price, but I don't think because of that, I'm going to be able to work with you. Okay? They said they were taken aback. They never had anyone talk to them like this. Okay? And they said, Kim, can we get back with you? And so the conversation ended. And guess what? 20 minutes later, they emailed her the contract. They didn't change anything. They apologized and they said, would you please consider to work with us? What you said is right. We had a conversation after you left and we want to solve this problem. We want to work with you. So guess what? She got with them. They became her client, no lowering prices, and she earned their respect. So she went with the intention to serve. It wouldn't be intention to serve. She said, oh, okay, lower 10%. How about 15%? Oh, you want to take this part out of the solution? No problems. That would not be the intention to serve. So if you're just looking to make the sale, you're not serving. Kim went with the intention to serve and she said, technique, pattern interrupt. I don't think I'm a good fit. That's going for no. If you go for no, people are more likely to say yes. And it's not just using a tactic and a technique, but having the sincerity and intention to serve your prospects, okay? So she used intention to serve. She used the technique, going for no, and she was the authority controlling the conversation. All right. Now, fast forward after a year, Kim's closing percentage went up 22%. Okay, 22%. If you increased your closing percentage, your onboarding percentage by 22%, what would that mean to you? Think about that. She reduced her sales cycle from 3 months to 2 weeks. On average. This is after a month of her instituting the mastery acquisition blueprint with the sales process. All right. The 3X formula. What's the 3X formula? I'm glad you asked. The 3X formula is you ask one question, then up to 3 questions more to get clarity. Like if I see Ron in the audience, Ron, so tell me what's not working. Obviously, you're having some problems there. Tell me what's not working. Well, I'm not getting very many leads. Really? Okay, so how many leads? Remember, 3 questions. How many leads did you get in August? 20. Wow. Okay. How about if I would go back July, June, would it be similar or less than? He goes, less than. How many of those leads are you converting into clients? Very few, less than 10%. Okay. With you spending this much time with this many leads, how is that affecting you personally, Ron? Do you see what I did? I went from 30,000 foot level to 20,000 foot level to 1,000 foot level to ground zero. And I asked him, with all this going on, how is it affecting him personally? Okay. So it's important. And I want to give you this tidbit. Never present until you understand the problem, what is costing them, how it prevents them from reaching a goal or objective, and how it affects the decision maker or decision makers personally, okay? So think about this. Now, this is what happened to Kim. If you want a sales and marketing assessment, send me an email, chazhorn@chazhorn.com. Put sales in the subject line. I'll reach out. We'll have a 20-minute conversation. I will take you through TTABS equals, these are clients, tactic, technique, attitude, behavior, strategy. I'll use this framework to assess your sales process and marketing strategy. Send me an email, chazhorn@chazhorn.com. Put sales in the subject line, and I'll schedule a 20-minute conversation with you. You'll be glad you did. You'll get clarity, which will give you confidence, it will give you momentum. Sound good? All right. This all making sense to you? Give me a thumbs up, all right? Send me an email, chazhorn@chazhorn.com. Put sales in there, all right? And I look forward, next week, we're gonna talk about sales, AI, ChatGPT, and Claude 2. Sound good? Go rock this day.